Ooh, oh. Ah. A word to the wise. Read the fine print, boys. Because I got back from taking Esmeralda to the vet for the TNR program. You know, trapper, spayer, neuter. Release her back out into the world. She can live amongst the wilderness like a champ. What they don't tell you is that she needs to be cared for 2 weeks, and then her stitches need to be removed. I did not know that. So now I'm in possession of 2 felines. She's in the bathroom right now. She was quite receptive. She's quite loving. She's happy to see me, happy to be out of that dang cage, I think. That's good. It's making me question whether or not she's like fully feral, because I don't think she is. If I'm being honest with you, I don't think she is. Because she was loving all over me. She was happy to be out. I'll tell you what. Man, what do we have here? Once again, back at it again. That was on me. Back at it again with some of Adam's Rock. Keep some Burlington heat treat. Some nice, ouch. Some nice pink stuff. That really hurt. So, I wanted to make use of it. Long blade, not really quite what I wanted, but I was hoping just ever so slightly that it might overshoot into there and scoop some of that off. Because this big face, oh doggy, I always get those pieces just like this. I always get them. They're never fun, but if you get them a bunch, you know how to work around them. Usually, kind of, sort of. I don't know. Sometimes I fumble with it. But I kind of do actually have something in mind for this piece. Something that I don't have in my collection yet. Something real nice and easy. A Graham cave. Nice. Oof, duh. That's not nice. A nice, well-known East Central point. I could make something out of that. Actually, I'm going to throw it. Sweet. So yeah. That's what I got on my mind. We're going to work through this piece. I haven't done videos in so long. I need to, you know what I need to do? I promised a 400 subscriber video, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about how behind I am on that. I just haven't had the mental fortitude to work any of the big stuff. So I've just been, kind of been waffling just a little bit with it. And I feel bad, because I got to 400 subscribers. I think as of making this video, I'm at like 418, you know? It's doable. Whoops, way too far on that one. These are my frisbee throw. There's another good one. Get over here. You're going into the bucket. Yeah. Esmeralda's doing good. Procedure went well. She was very pregnant. Doc said that I was 3 and 5 days away from having an issue of needing to take care of kittens as well. So I got stupidly lucky that I brought her in when I did. I'm glad that I wasn't just like, I'll get her later, because that would have been, you know, just crazy. I would not have been able to handle it. I would have needed to find a way to get all those kittens to adoption. So, yeah, but she's all fixed up now. She's doing better. We love to see it. Yes, we do. A little booger right there. A little booger right there. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? UTFO, bro. That's easy. That's easy, just right here. Excuse me? Let go? Yeah. What the? Zoinks. The heck is that? That's better. That was odd. That was a really odd flake. It hopped. Like, I don't know if that makes any sense, but it hopped. And did I goof? I goofed. Oh no. It's the end of the world. It's over, boys. It's over. Pack it up. Pack up shop. Milo, my indoor cat, my boy, it was so funny. He was smelling at the door because, I'm keeping them separate. And her little paw shot out trying to grab him, and he ran away so dang fast. It was so funny. He was like, oh my God, there's something alive in there. What is that? He's looking at me like I just, brought in a demon or something. But no, she will not be staying with me. I will not be adopting another cat. I don't have the resources. I don't have the room. She's also not trained anything. Milo's trained. Yeah, I'm going to be keeping an eye on her, taking care of her. What do we got to do here? Speaking of taking care of stuff, what do we got here? We still got a twist. We got this low spot here, so I just kind of got to trim that down. There's real no way around that. Just kind of got to... Ooh, but not do that. That's not what I need to do. Dang. In the book that I have my Overstreet guide here for a reference for Graham Cave. Are Graham Caves in Iowa? They might be. Are they? Oh no, I'm curious. I didn't actually think about that. I don't know. It'd be... Vomit. It'd be... I'm trying to do something I'm not supposed to do. That's why that didn't work. It'd be eastern Iowa. If they were anywhere. Yikes. On top and bottom. Holy moly. I've dove in there a good bit. I need to get that cleaned up. When I'm tapping it like that super duper fast, I'm trimming off the edge and I'm giving myself something regular to work with, because it's better to work with a regular edge like this than something with a bunch of up and down. And that's like a good way to kind of manipulate where you want your stuff to go. Like I'll flip this over, work this side a little bit, because I need to smooth it out because I want to be able to get up into here, especially on this side. This side just needs to be, you know what? Let's be reckless. Let's be kind of stupid. I'm gonna see if I can overshoot into there and kind of scoop some of that off. I bet I can. I'm gonna braid it well. I need to make sure my flake path is good. I'll start here at the tip, see what happens. Yep, shot right over. Shot right over there, through there. Blew that off. Smooth that out. I don't know. Actually, know if I need to do this one. Oh my. I missed. Yeesh. There we go. It's a little bit better. Kind of roughed the edge up a bit there, but oops. Then I got this nice big old step fracture right there that I got to take care of. And I'm thinking I can kind of scoop around in here, do some work. So I'm lowering that, or rather bringing that up a bit, and seeing if I can kind of go in and blow some of it off. Yeah, just like that. And this side I might have to go from in here up into there, potentially. Did that work, or did I miss? That worked. It's not perfect, but it worked. I need to focus on the space. actually, because I haven't done very much with it at all. I still have this flat thing. I always do this. I always do it. Always, always, always. You shouldn't, but I do. Because now I've given myself something nice and thin to need to do basal work on, which, that's how you snap stuff. What do you think the Native Americans would have thought of Crocs? Would they have been like, these are awesome? There you go. I don't want to go super far on these flakes. I don't need to. Because it kind of swoops down in here. See this concavity in here? How it goes down? I need to turn that into a convexity because that'll give me problems. And actually, I'm going to switch back to my precision because I just don't need the amount of weight. Because I'm not really thinning. I don't want to thin too much. I know the Graham caves, they aren't that thin. They're thin, but not that thin. And that was something, honestly, that like took me a really long time to grasp, is that some point styles just are not thin. They're just not. That's just not how they are. Majority of your points won't be thin. I have a buddy who has a Manker point out of some petrified wood. Thing's chunky. And it makes you wonder, it's like, how in the heck were they using that? Because it's so thick. It's like there's no way that that'd work. Right? No. See, that was the fun thing about making the atlatl, is that it's you kind of get like a skewed judgment when you're holding something in your hand and you're like, oh, this is like big and thick and, you know, not usable. But then you like put it into a system where it's a part of all the pieces, like, you know, hafting your points to an atlatl, and you realize that there's a whole lot else that's kind of going on with everything. And, you know, if you slap that thing on a 10-foot atlatl dart, if the edge is sharp, the thinness slowly kind of becomes a moot point, because elephant tusks aren't sharp. They just have the force of a great, big, large creature behind them, you know? So it's kind of the same thing, I think, with atlatl darts, where it's like you can get away with a lot because you have this gigantic, heavy thing moving fast with force into something. And, you know, I'm sure, you know, I'm not saying that it works to always have like thickened points, but if they weren't worried about it, you know, I feel like in some cases it was just like purely a display of skill, like, oh, look what I can do, you know. And other times, you know, like with the bow and arrow, it really, really pays to have a thinner projectile point because it's lighter. But again, you're throwing something with speed. I mean, if you look at some Madison points that folks have, the true arrow points, not all of them are super duper razor thin. Well, doggone guess. What are you doing there? What you doing? You know, bud, come on. Someone's cutting their grass out there. It smells good. Ooh, we're good. We're fine. So actually, you know what? Let's put a positive spin on it. We now have access to all this thick junk in here. And actually, that's a chalk spot right there. So that's not my fault. Okay. I was going to be like, oh, you dingus, why'd you do that? Not my fault. We're good. We're thriving. We're vibing. This could be bad. Okay, good. Enjoy that. I don't don't want to shoot anything into here yet because it's just flat. It's so flat in here. There's nowhere for that flake to travel. I had to have better luck going from this other side where it's thicker. You can really see how flat this is and see how curved this is. That's what you're looking for when you're trying to take care of things like that. I'm curious now. I really want to, where did I put those? I'm trying to think as I'm working. I want to know if the Graham Caves were in Iowa. I think they were. I genuinely think that they were. It'd have to be eastern Iowa or southern Iowa or southeastern Iowa. Who knows? I know it's like a very Missourian point. That almost tricked me. I almost went into that. I don't want to shoot something too flat into there. That could have messed me up. Sweet. Doing good. Did I do anything? Hello? Tried. I think right here. Right there I might be able to finagle my way down into there, potentially. You gotta grip a point really tight when you do that. Nope, it was too chalky. Because those, like, corner edges, those will shock your points and shoot forces through them, and you'll snap them in half. Real easy. This also might be flipping enormous for a Graham Cave. I have so many things on this side. This side's not too bad. I just need to smooth this out. This side, I have this, which I can take care of that. I still have width. I have plenty of width to work with. That's the good thing that we got going here. You bugger. It stopped it. What the heck? Is that because of you? You getting filled with rock? None of that. Actually, sure. While I have my tools off, let me look. Points of Iowa. I think it'd be archaic. I think. No, I'm not seeing it. I wonder if it's one of those things where it's like a different name, like somebody named it something different, but it's like kind of regionally the same. Interesting. 'Cause it's not paleo. I don't think, is it? Snyder's, Stillwell. No. Oh, yeah. There should be. There. Huh. I did not know that a Grand Cave was paleo. That's cool. This, whoopsie, I folded that horribly wrong. Whoops. There we go. Well, shoot. That means that my use of heat treatment is kind of not great. It's not accurate. You gotta make your points for accuracy, bro. I don't know. What if I just want to make them? Just have a good time, you know? Don't want to go far on these. I just want to adjust my slope into this area because, again, I got some slight artifact spots down here. That one's okay. I still need to take care of that. Dang it. Why'd I do that? When I'm doing work like this, I am gripping this point. I am holding it tight. If you're doing work like this too, you need to grip that thing. Do not loosey-goosey it. Do not do things like this. It'll throw that thing right off. And it'll still do it. Like, it'll still do it even when you hold it and you don't let any of the shock forces go through. I've had it. You have like some little crack in there and then it'll just fling it right off. Sometimes it's just weird to get proper angles of manipulation because you're holding it holding it kind of weird. Really weird, actually. Clean it up a little bit. But yeah, what was I talking about? The point thickness, right? Yeah. No, it's just interesting. I don't know, maybe it's just a skill thing too, because you want to be able to make your points reasonably fast, you know. You'll have some time to like sit down and work on them and everything, you know, like you usually do, like I'm doing right now. But you're moving, you're shaking. This is gonna Cookie Monster bite. Oh no, it's not. Yay, and I took it off too. Woohoo! Yippee! Oh, that's weird in here. Yeah, if you, it's like a skill thing where if you can still make your points fast but make them nice, I mean, you know, that's just skill and practice. That just kind of comes along with the territory. If you're in the middle of a snowstorm and you're like, this sucks, I am cold, I am so unbelievably cold and miserable and hungry, and my family is also cold and miserable and hungry, but dang it, I gotta go get something. Oh, get food, feed the family, feed the tribe. But you dropped them you dropped all your little point bundle into a snowdrift and you couldn't find it. And it's like, well, shoot. I gotta giddy on up. Get myself some food, feed the family. That was kind of a bad one. That was a really bad one. Did some weird stuff in there. That's really weird stuff. Jinkies. This whole thing is just kind of weird. That's really weird. Wah, jawa, hawa, gawa, jiba, easy, beezy, jeezy, Jesus. Can we not do that? Actually? Holy mother of mercy. Why? Why is it always something at this stage when I'm... Like, what is that? What did I do? I didn't even hit it that hard in like that. You dumb thing. God damn it. Why? Now I gotta narrow this down, make it nice-ish. Nice enough. Or at least control my profile. I want it to be lenticular still. Still gotta deal with that crap in there. Why did you do that? That's so dumb. That is so unbelievably dumb. Actually, before I mess around with that, I'm gonna finish the base up because that's a lot of middle work. And they got like the splash zone. That's the snap zone. So I wanna... You can always pressure flake it too. Ooh, hey, actually, can I take care of this? Can I set myself up? There it works. Sender. Woohoo! Yippee! Nice. Yeah, I could have gone just a bit more on that one. There we go. What the heck? Why? What is the point, bro? Why did you do that? Low key makes no sense. That's fine though. That's fine. We still got plenty of beef. It's gonna do really weird stuff. And I'm keeping a close eye on my profile because I don't want any repeats of that. And I might go to a finer abrasion stone too. So not like fracturing the edge. I want to go into here and scoop this off in here, all this high spot here, but if you can see, oh, can we get it? See that dip? See that dip right in there? Where's my thingy? Do I have it? Did I bring it? I did bring it. Oh my God, I did. Okay. Where is it? Okay. See said dip right there. this dip, this little scoop in there. If I was to shoot a flake in there, it would step fracture probably right about here. And I can't do that. I can't have that right now. So I'm going to take a slightly less steep flake, not for thinning, but to smooth out that edge. Smoothing it out. That's a big thing that'll help you. And you just got to be able to pick those things out. And, you know, sometimes you just got to slow down and do it. This chalk pocket also probably would have really done a number on my morality. But yeah, it's stuff like that. That's what the guys that are really, really good, that's what they're talking about when they're talking about subtle changes and subtle things while you're working on stuff. Because that right there, that will, you'll wonder, you'll be like, why is that not working? Why am I always getting this issue? I have everything set up perfectly. It's a great platform and everything. My angles are right and everything, but it don't matter how good any of that stuff is, because that will get stopped. It'll just stop it. And it's the smallest thing. I don't want to have to shoot into here to thin that out, but I'm going to have to. Balls to the wall, boys. You freaking piece of garbage. Why? Why didn't you go? Why didn't you scoop down? Oh, you absolute POS. Did we get her? I mean, I guess, but now it's really ugly. Okay. Is it ugliness that I can work with? That's where we're at. Because I don't want to mess up that base any more than I have to. Because that'll be what? Ooh. Whoa. Got him. Biting flies are out in full force. I'm not a fan. I still need to bring this tip in a good bit. Because they're kind of curved. Gee williker, Scoob. That is, we need to, get that figured out, because that's dangerous having that really thin thing right back in there. That is not good. You do not want that. That is bad. Because that is a point of fragility. And you don't want fragility right now. That didn't get it. Did that get it? Did. Okay, cool. Oh, man. I'm making this way too thin. I'm just going to say that right now. Way too thin. Maybe somebody who's seen some genuine gram caves can tell me if I'm really bungling up bad, because I'm going to have to start moving to pressure flaking here. So a lot of these have much more slope sides. They're not like super duper triangular. That was a bit more than I wanted. I'll take it though. It's fine. It's good. Yeah, a little bit of an overshoot. That's okay. That's okay. I'm doing fine. Gosh, it's so bad. This profile is quite ugly, and I think I need to just put the indirect down, because in doing all this, I am kind of skewing a bit towards more thinness. That's just kind of a symptom of my indirect. Like I don't need to be doing all of this right now. This is also extremely crumbly. Like extremely dry. Compared to the stuff that I got sent by Derek. It's definitely more difficult. Because it just with, God, that profile messes me up so much. Actually, you know what, here. Oh, I hate filming pressure flaking. It's so boring. Because it's just a lot of this. I'm whittling the edge down without doing big pop outs, because that can just mess me up. I get more control doing it this way. Just crunching it off. Especially with some of these spots here. So it's like that. Instead of actually trying to like thin it out, because that's kind of what I'm predisposed to do with my indirect setup. I can just crunch it away. I forgot about that overshoot. I was like, crap. It's okay though. We're working on it. I need to and this side too, I haven't done a whole lot on this side at all. Mainly because I did that and now it's deep in there. Thanks. Move the light a little bit. Details are getting blown out. And this stuff is gonna pressure flake like booty. Yummy. It's gonna be great. We're good though. We're good. We're good. What can I do here? Ay, criminy. Keepers criminy. None of this is going to be in focus, is it? I don't care. Moving along. Just fixing it up just a little bit, but can you not? Excuse you. You get loose. There. Knew that felt funny. I want to move this. I don't want to drop this on that and break it. Yes, I have done it. No, it is not fun. Yes, I did crash out. I did the stanky leg right on the garage floor. It's crazy. I'm trying to remember what it was that I broke. I can't even remember what it was. I just remember being mad. You know. So it's for most snappers, I feel like. Unless it's like something really important. And then you're just like, oh my God, what are you doing? Like Mr. Incredible with a car. Like picks it up, he's gonna throw it. Reference photo. Actually doing pretty okay. I need to trim this side down a bit because we're still running into some. Still got plenty of taper. I need to take care of that step fracture that or not the step fracture, the overshoot. Still got some room. That chalk spot. What are you focused on right now? Legitimately, literally, what is even in focus right now? Like actually, what is in focus? I'm looking for it on the screen. Is it my stupid finger? Why? I'm seriously about to do the hack where I tape a picture of my goofy face to my thumb and it just tracks that instead. I swear, I don't know where the autofocus is going sometimes. Again, this is all just edge work, kind of getting rid of some of these super high spots. Because I still got Yuck. Yuck, bro. All this in here needs to be dealt with. And I need to make sure I set myself up to do that properly. I'm gonna have to get out the indirect to do that and finish that off. And a lot of what I'm trying to get rid of is stuff like this really weird bulbous thing that's just kind of out there. Normally I'd try to pressure flake into that and use it, but I'm currently trying to get my profiles evened out, so I'm really just knocking it off. I'm just getting rid of it because it'll do me no good. I need to go down. I need to shift my center line just a bit more because I think I'm getting really close to being able to deal with the crap in there, or at least thin out that section. I'm gonna flake away from it, away from the face that I want to do my work on, which in this case is down. My center line all set up. I should have brought water out here. I'm getting parched. I can't pressure flake that off, I don't think. I almost don't want to risk it, but I also kind of don't want to hit that with percussion because it's just scary. That's just a really scary spot. Let's just... That worked. Cool. Okay. There's another spot. Here near the tip. Okay. 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 Could have done a little bit better on that one. I need to shift this down, which is fine because I still need to put the taper in the tip. So by shifting this edge, I can bring this a bit closer in. Pretty good. Pretty dang good. Whew, baby. Come on, give me the money. Sweet. Okay. Very nice. Still have him though. And this is looking to be like, what do we got? I'm still assessing. Trying to assess the whole. The thing is a whole right now, because the base does stay pretty wide on these. It's like a triangle almost, or at least going off of the book reference. It's very triangular. I do like the long, skinny one. I don't know which one that is, but I do like it. I like that one a lot. Actually, hold on. Let me look here. You boys trying to be careful. I know how cool all that flaking looks, and I'd really like to keep it, but also I need to work on this other side. Hold on. Let me think here. Let me look. Let me assess. Okay. I think all that fun fancy flaking is going to go away, or at least the deltas are. So I need to work this other side and bring this in. Yeah, it's going to go away. Dang, that's sad. It's looking cool. Because now this comes in too much right here. It comes in way too much. I've lost my gradual slope taper inwards. It's going to be advantageous right now. A lot of strategy going on. Okay, what are we at here? What are we at for profile? Okay. I'm probably gonna just have to live with that, aren't I? Yuck. Your boy don't want to do that. I don't want to live with ugly stuff that I did. Nobody wants to do that. I had this beaver lake that I was working on, and beautiful, like parallel flaking across the face of it. They looked connected. Wonderful little caterpillars running across the entire face of the point. It was absolutely beautiful. And then I messed up on one, and that was it. It was done. It was done for. I got so mad that I evaporated it against the garage floor. Just absolutely evaporated it. I was so unbelievably mad. I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? I didn't even have time to like fully process how angry I was. It left my hand immediately. That concrete was not kind. I am not even joking when I say it evaporated. I will never find another piece of it again, which is good because I don't want to see it ever again. I want to be reminded of that level of failure. I almost want to bring out my precision indirect for some of this stuff. Just for giggles, but we aren't currently having giggle time. That's the thing. You gotta save the giggle stuff when you're having giggle time. God, I hate it. Ugh. Should I do something dumb? Should I try to like flute it off? Let's not do that. How about we don't do that? Let's not do that. Let's not even try to attempt that. Let's not even like worry about that. Let's definitely, absolutely not do anything like that, of that sort, because that would be monumentally stupid. Oh, you bugger. So damn close. So damn close on all of them. I'm putting so much force into that, by the way. Like, I'm putting my full body weight and like my legs into that. Shows that these pressure flakers are sturdy. They ain't gonna break on you. Get rid of more of our that fly needs to leave. It's replacing the other one. Let me see here. I can't even. How's the other side look? Ooh, like garbage? Great. Wonderful. Love to see it. I have a little wiggle room left still. I really want to watch that tip because that was a big fly. Did you guys see that? I need to get some AA guns set up because that ain't cool. I don't like it when a creature of that magnitude enters my domain. Makes me anxious. I don't feel alone. Oh, okay, hold on. See, and they're smart too, because the second I pick up a glove to swat at them, they fly away. And then when I have both hands working on the piece, they land on my arm and bite the nice, succulent, tender backside of my arm. And that's not cool. I don't like that. It makes me angry. And then I lose focus. And when I lose focus, I do bad. And when I do bad, the points don't turn out. And when the points don't turn out, I don't eat. Just kidding. It's not true. That's not true at all. I'm just going through and being methodical with some pressure flaking. Has any of this been in focus? I guess I haven't looked. Is this even recording? It is. Okay, cool. Hold on. I'm going to be mindful of that one. Cookie Monster had set a trap for me in that one, and I almost missed. I missed. I need to get my salt gun out here. Shoot them. Mosquitoes are easy because I got the fan. They don't bother me with the fan. Okay, where am I going with this? I've been pressure flaking for a hot minute, and it's getting, you know, it's nice. It's quite nice. It's fine, actually. I don't know. Maybe it's not fine. That wasn't fine. That wasn't fine. That was fine, though. I took care of it. Keeping an eye on stuff. I'm just keeping an eye on stuff. I'm just trying to be smart with it. Let's see here. Let me look at my references. Because they really do. I'm really close. Truthfully, I am very close. Let's see if this chalk spot will rear its ugly head. Nope. Sweet. Right there. Need good contact with this. There we go. I'm told I pressure flake a little bit like a dum-dum because of how I hold my hand. So now that I brought attention to that, y'all are going to be watching my hand. What are you focused on? Just like the camera. See, I shouldn't have said anything. The camera's like, your hand? I can focus on your hand. It's like, no. I feel like I have more control when I grip it up near the tip like that. Anytime that I move back a little too far, I don't like it. I don't like how it feels. I feel like I don't have as much control. Let's give this thing a point. It'll be, we're like right there, believe it or not. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bunch of inside work because I need to check on Esmeralda and stuff and make sure she's not eating my toothpaste or whatever. Again, read the fine print, boys. Case in point, me right now. Thought that was coming loose again. Okay. Because the base is also very concave. So actually, I might be in luck here. And you know, I was talking about shooting flutes over all that nasty stuff. Well, now Graham Caves, nice deep base, very nice deep concave base, which means I can do some stuff. It needs to be thin. These aren't super long ones. I'm just trying to build up myself a nice little slope, and also allowing me to work on this side as well. I'm wondering if I should put in the notches. How the, ooh, it does kind of, okay, yeah. I was gonna say, I don't know if I did that intentionally, but it does curve in ever so slightly near the base. Ever so slightly. fine. I'll make sure too that I get this tip. Tips are reasonably sharp. And I gotta be careful of this chalky stuff, because sometimes this chalky stuff doesn't like super thin work like this. I'm just gonna kind of be loosey. I'm pussyfooting around a bit because, believe it or not, in instances like this, my precision indirect works really well, because you wouldn't think that putting that much force into something would be good at this stage. The thing is that when you're pressure flaking like that and you're leveraging on something and really squeezing it, you can potentially snap it in half just because you're squeezing it too hard in the wrong way. Whereas with that indirect, it's just, and it shoots it off, and then it's like, okay, cool, it's gone. And then, you know, that's it. You know, again, as the saying does go, she giveth and she taketh. And when she taketh the whole house and the kids and, you know, everything. Ooh, baby. Ooh, let's go. Heck yeah. Thinning her out nicely. Don't have to do a whole lot on this side. I kind of, ooh, see, here we go. Here's Harley being bad. Shake your finger at me and say, no, bad. Harley wants to see some pressure flakes on this side. What the clam chowder did I do? Why does it look weird? It's just like a slight profile thing. Something is this? It just ain't quite right. This will still be sharp. And that is plenty sharp. Where did that go? Better? I think so. Feels a little better. Whoa. We're okay, we're okay, we're okay, we're okay. That leveraged off in such a bizarre way. Oh my. Uh-oh. Well, look at that. Really move that edge in just a little bit. We're okay, we're okay. We got this, boys. We got this. I need y'all to center the universe for me right now. It's still kind of ugly, but like I said, I'm thinking to play my cards right. It's also got, like, it leaves a good bit of meat on, like, these flat sections. A surprising amount. Because I'm betting. What do I have to work with? I'm betting I could do it. Yeah, I'm betting I can do it. Is it stupid? Yeah. Am I gonna try? Doesn't stop me. Tried. Didn't do it. also didn't do it. You absolute mongoloid. Too steep. Too dang old steep. Actually, wait a minute, hold on. Can I just flick this out? Hold on. I gotta do this off camera because I can't. Nope. She on there. She on there. Well, shoot. That just ruins the whole G-dang party, don't it? Unless I some way, somehow, I could try. It'd be dumb to do at this stage, but I don't know, anybody else got ideas? It's not going to work. I was going to say I could indirect into there, but this fold right here, as well as coupled with this angle, will not allow me to shoot a flake into there, especially since it's step fractured right there. There's just no way. If I took it from the corner and shot a flake that way, it'd be able to come off, but nope. Nope. How's this side look? Does this side look better? Reasonably better. Still not an enormous fan. Damn it. That just really it takes the wind out of my sails. It's always perfect until it's one thing. It's always one thing. Actually, you know, I wonder where are the notches at? Okay, the notches are high because the notches are going to be up here. Oh, I wonder. There might be a glimmer of hope. There might be a glimmer of hope. Gosh, these things have huge notches. My word. We could. Oh, okay. Let me work. Let me cook. Length. I also don't like using. I need length, but I also don't like using this horseshoe nail because on chalky stuff like this, it really likes to slip. Really bad. I saw sparks. Flat out. See, it's slipping right there. That's what it's doing. I can't. I need something skinny is what I need, and I can't. I don't know if I can get the purchase that I need with this skinny copper. Nah, it's not going to want to do it. Did it just do it? I might have done it. Okay. See that crack right there? That's what would have stopped my indirect if I would have tried to shoot up into there, and then I would have just been, you know, out of luck. There just would have been nothing I could have done. I'm trying to be very smart about this. only exercise so much forethought. And I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. As badly as I want to do it, I just don't think I'll be able to do it. And I could chase it. I could try to chase it. But you know what happens when I chase stuff? Breaks. And we're right there to being done, so I don't want to. I'm just not interested. Yeah, I just won't be able to do it. Which is fine. It is what it is. Dang it, bugger. Bugger, bugger, bugger. That little bugger. Really throws off a guy's mojo. And yes, I am still finagling just a smidge. Might try once more, but now we're like right at the edge of where this needs to be. You know. Look out just a little bit. A little bit more. Kind of like to have those edges nice and sharp. I didn't do this before because I wanted to give myself a way to get in and through. Sometimes when you do that, if you put too much force on the corner, trying to do a meaty flake without having thinned out around the outside, it'll blow the thing off. And then it's just like, oh crap, because blew your dang wing off. And those are like the sneaky wing blowouts. Usually I get them because I just kind of suck at notching. But occasionally, not that I make up excuses, but occasionally it does happen where it'll just be the material itself. I'm thinking, I don't know. Kind of cleaning up these little nubs just a little bit. How pointy are they? No, they're not super duper pointy. Much work. Just good enough. It's not incredible, but I will and would file it into the good enough category, I think. Something about that still whack. Could do. I do need to take off. Trim some of these off. That's looking a little bit better. I just need to clean it up just a little bit. And of course it's out of focus, and it's gonna have been out of focus for the last, I don't know, probably 15 minutes because I just wasn't paying attention. It's the quality of the videos, boys. Sorry. See is what you get. And unfortunately, what you get is, well, some dude in his garage, non-professionally breaking rock is what you get. That's so messed up there. What is that? Like, this slope is weird and this bulges out too much, I think, is what's throwing me off. That needs to come in. Yeah, it's too steep. This side's steeper than that other side. Because, yeah, it is, 100%. Scary. That's why. This side needs to be dramatically thinner because it is all kinds of messed up. Yuck. Okay, now is officially where I get extremely uncomfortable with the work that I have to do, because I'm going to break this tip off if I am not careful. I think I did it. Yeah. This side's still messed up. Is this even looking like a Graham cave anymore? I don't know if these were super fine pressure flaked like this. But, yeah, dang. It worked, but at what cost? A little bit of a weird form. Does it look nice on the one nice side? How about we just focus on that? It was good enough, I'd say. I totally just chipped the ever-loving life out of my fingernail. Well, still don't like how that swoops up, but there's not much I can do with that without shooting a flake across there and thinning the whole thing out. And fun fact, I don't want to do that. Just like I would love to pop one more pop out here, but it's probably going to eat that notch off, and then I'm going to have to make oversized notches, and it's going to look stupid. But I kind of want to do it anyways. Bad Harley. It'll work. Cool. Not going to get it on the other side, though. There's no way. It'll work. Holy smokes. I got it. I think I made it a bit too pointy, if I'm being honest, but shoot, it's a Graham Cave. How do we do? Ooh, an hour, 9 minutes. Yeesh. These are long videos. I apologize for that. Let's do something remarkably stupid. I'm gonna smack the base with her. She giveth and she taketh. This ain't gonna be good, boys. Oh, stopped right at it. Damn. Well, that's all she wrote then. That single thing right there makes me not like this point. Makes me not happy with it. I'm gonna try to pry it off, and then we're gonna call it good. Nah, bending the snot out of this. And it's gonna go. What a piece of shit. Unreal. Unreal. I'm wondering if it's this stupid thing right here that's doing that. I'm betting it is. Well, at least this side looks okay. I'm still not fully satisfied with it. This side was looking a little bit better, in my opinion, but I mean, shoot, that's a gram cave, ain't it? Look at my thumbnails. There we go. Well, and we got the drop. So there's a couple things wrong with this. One, too thick right here. Want to thin that out. Too thin right here. Would have liked to make it more uniform. 3, drop tip. Doesn't look good. 4, mess up right there. So, in other words, I'm not happy with it. And I don't think I'll honestly ever be happy with anything I make on video unless it turns out ridiculously good. Just because I can make better stuff when I'm not splitting my attention. But it's fine, I guess. It's suitable. It's alright. I might try to take care of that thick spot. Do another really stupid thing. I got a thumbnail and stuff for it, so this is after thumbnail work. She breaks, and then I'll just be like, yeah, oh well. I can still upload it as a finished point. That did absolutely nothing. That didn't do a single thing at all. That did absolutely nothing. That helped. Okay, well, we've taken care of one thing. Nibble a little bit. She's teething. Okay, well, that took care of that side then. Cool. Awesome. Well, there we go. How'd we do? Ooh, big old long one. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. It's a gram cave, I think. If I found it, that's what I'd call it. Does it fit in? Fits in well enough, I'd say. Some of these notches are really big. So if I wanted to, I could make them bigger. Try to fix that up. But for now, we'll call her good. And that's a video. Sweet. Made some good use of Alex's heat-treated Burlington he sent my way. And this is good practice for when I make one for myself, because I probably won't keep this one. It's just not quite up to my standards. I'll make it look a little bit nicer. Or just use some of Derek's really nice Burlington as well. Yeah. Fun. Cool. Awesome. There you go. Feel free to leave a comment if you have a comment, questions, anything like that. I have my Reddit linked in the description of the video, so you can check out all the stuff that I upload. What about my pressure flakers? Let me know. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.